Hey guys, Rex here. Do you want this thermal imaging scope for free? So as you can see, as I pan closer and closer, that BDC is jumping back and forth. Now you see out in the field, we got some critters out there across the field. 198. Say I want to engage that. Let's say I'm hooked up to a rifle, which I'm not right now, obviously. I'm going to lock that in place by tapping that button. Now I simply hold over where the BDC mark is on the bottom screen, right there, and we're on target. I want to share with you guys, if you've seen the review, the full review on this, pretty nice optic, actually, in my opinion, especially for the money. It blows my mind how much technology you can get for the money nowadays. So this might be one of those times where where it's advantageous to just go ahead and make that purchase before any kind of, you never know when either supplies are going to go out or when legal issues could cause a problem with units like that. They already have restrictions in many states, as you guys probably do know. But if you wanted one but didn't want to buy one of these, I could give you one. I got one here, an extra one. So this is a brand new Mars MT1000LRF. Just exactly like the one I have on my rifle here. They were so cool and appreciative to get the word out on their new operation that they sent me another one so that I can give it to one of you. So I'm going to give this away, okay? Specs on this are pretty good. Like, surprisingly, I've got stuff in them way more expensive range that doesn't actually perform as good as this thing. So, as part of the giveaway, I'm going to hold a contest for you guys, okay? For the viewers and subscribers, I'm going to hold a contest because I'm all about helping people to get their feet moving and actually put their brain to work just a little bit for the better of everybody. And I want to encourage people to share their thoughts and their views on certain things in a format where it could get a big audience. So I will hold a writing contest, and the winner will not only have his essay that he's going to write featured here on the public YouTube channel, but the winner will also win of the first place prize will win this. And the two runner-ups, his second, third place, all discuss your article as well and give my full commentary on it. We'll actually debut your writing on the channel. So that'll be cool. But first place guy's going to get one of these. So what are the rules? What is the contest? So this is called the Beyond Survival Writing Contest. Beyond Survival. I know you guys like the prepper videos and all that stuff, and that's cool. But we need to think beyond that too. And when I say beyond that, I mean including that, but encompassing the fullness of everything else. As you guys know, that's the way I like to roll here on this channel, as I like to talk about the full context of things, right? So the survival writing contest, it will be a Patreon exclusive for members who are of the expert tier or higher. So that's how you qualify. So you can think of it either as a raffle or as supporting the operation on the lowest level, which is the expert tier, 17 cents a day. And then we do 50 to 70 posts per month of exclusive stuff just for the patrons on that channel. You guys wonder, we're not doing a lot of stuff on publicly here on YouTube anymore. It's mostly on Patreon. So it's also an excuse to go and at least see what's going on over there, okay? The platform that this contest is going to be on is Patreon. They're going to be your judges as well. The deadline to enter will be September 15th. September 15th is our deadline to have your paper submitted. The theme of the paper, listen up, survival. Survival. Creatively interpreted by you, the author, with your perspective on life. Can be physical, mental, spiritual, societal, philosophical, etc. Survival. Dynamic survival systems, a specific aspect of it, your views on it, historical, anthropological, exposition, I don't know, whatever you want to do. Survival. Okay? How to enter? Must be an active Patreon member on expert tier or higher. And again, 17 cents in trade for, by the way, investing in your training. Because that's what we do on Patreon, is we are consistently and continuously building up the true foundation of what a man is supposed to actually live for, which is the foundation that the founding fathers stood on to have their foothold, their well of fortitude, their gravity of their convictions. So they stood upon a solid rock foundation known as the laws of righteousness and stuff like that, right? So that's what we discuss on Patreon every day, okay? So if you're missing out on it, you don't have to, and I'll give you a scope. This thermal scope, see? So he says, when they sent me this thing, they said, whatever you want to do, if you want to have a contest or a giveaway or whatever. I said, oh, for sure, we're doing the writing contest. Right? So you can submit your article before September 15th at 11:59 p.m. The original article will be submitted in Patreon. Once you get on Patreon, once you're on my channel, you can see all the posts and you can go back in time. We got thousands and thousands of posts. And they're not like, they're like, some of them are hour-long, detailed, in-depth discussions that I would never see the light of day in public. This started back, a few years ago when he couldn't talk on the internet, and so that's the direction we just took it. That's where we've been ever since. So we get into the full depth of discussion there. So you submit it via private message, PM me in Patreon once you're in. And you can submit your article before September 15th, okay? Word count. I'm going to read this on YouTube. I would like it to be like 5 to 7 minutes long. So the word count is 1,000 to 1,750 words. So a relatively short essay, but nothing too brief. I want you to fully express your thoughts, okay? And between 1,000 and 1,750 words. And I will, if you win first, second, or third place, I will read that and then do an exposition on that article. The prizes, first place prize is this thing here, right? That's going to be cool. And second and third place, we'll have your stuff discussed. Okay? Judging criteria. The voting will be held among active Patreon members. So your peers will be judging you. I will not. So this has to be applicable. You can't just cater to the teacher, see? You have to be with everybody else. So you be able to articulate your thoughts effectively in a moving way that cause all your peers like you, if you're on my Patreon, they're all, relatively on the same page on where it counts in life. And so if you can communicate with those guys, that's where, by the way, developing that skill is critical for survival. If you can't communicate with nice guys effectively, and if you can't, it's very important to be able to do that, right? So that's what we're going to encourage you guys to do there. Judging criteria. Criteria include originality. I want the people to judge it on relevance to the theme. And when we get to that part where they actually are going to judge the papers after September 15th, I will articulate what I want them to look for. And relevance to the theme of survival and clarity of thought. Okay? So originality will be a big deal. Winning entries should expand or challenge conventional notions of survival. Like, all right, how do you have a pointy object? Well, that's part of it. But I want to go beyond that. Additional guidelines, of course, you must be able to provide acceptable proof of United States citizenship or lawful permanent resident status for export-controlled items such as the super terrible, scary thermal imaging camera that you could attach to your Weopons, your Pushka, your pointy object flanger. Yeah, that's so scary that I have to be able to ship to someone who can lawfully receive it in a state that is free without restrictions on that item, okay? So if you plan on winning and you want to win first place, you have to, like, I can't send you the prize if I can't send it to you, okay? So I'm going to follow all the rules there. That's part of survival too, you know, on my end, right? And that's basically as simple as it is. All entries, of course, must be original and unpublished. Plagiarism or using Grok or AI, I will know. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to detect it. And there's ways you can check too, okay, that universities are developing. So don't do that. That's cheesy. That's not cool. That's not actually helping you. That's delegating your life energy of in your experience of being able to do something constructive for once in life that's really cool. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. And then by submitting, of course, you grant me permission for your piece to be read publicly and posted on the Patreon and publicly here on YouTube if it places it in the top 3. So plan on having it be public. That's the point, right? So we want to encourage people that they're not alone, but we also want to hear from you. And any other good articles that come in will be posted on Patreon for everyone to enjoy there. So you'll still have some kind of audience to bounce ideas off of. They'll be able to comment on it or whatever they want to do. So I just wanted to announce that we're doing that contest. And so if you haven't seen the review of the Oneleaf Mars MT1000, you should check it out. Actually, it's pretty cool. And as soon as I get this mount hooked up on there, I'm going to test it for repeatability, and I'll give you the full report on how that works. But it's one of my favorite little units that I've had for running out in the yard chasing critters, because it's pretty reliable and there's no hang-ups or anything. It's a very smooth operating deal, very user-friendly. Check out the review if you missed it. Just wanted to make that announcement now before it's too late. And you have until September 15th. So put your mind to it. Articulate your thoughts best you can. You can use Microsoft Word or whatever. Most of your, where you type stuff, you can do a word count. Just, what is that? Click on it or whatever and get a word count. So you don't have to individually count the words. You know what I mean? But 1,000 to 1,750 words. And I am super excited to see what you guys turn in. So as they come in, I'll start getting them ready to post them. I'm going to remove the names off of them too for the judging part. And then whoever wins, then if they want me to put their names on there, or if they want to have an anonymous, you know, moniker or title or something, that's fine too. But yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited to see what you guys have to say and to expound on your thoughts. We have a good time on Patreon. We do questions and answers almost every day or every other day. So it is always good to hear from you guys. Rock and roll. Have a good day, Rex out.